Good afternoon, my name is Shane Cutchell. I am the board op for the show today. Usually it's Patty, so doing a little bit of double duty, filling in both roles, but we just want to give you some latest news, breaking news about the protests going on in Valencia. We want to keep you up to date with the latest information possible. Fred, what do we got going on?
Patty. Is he out protesting? I haven't seen him yet.
Patty is. I mean, we like you and all, but where's Patty, damn it?
Yeah, where's Patty? Patty. Patty's a good guy. And
I'll put in a request for you.
Thank you.
Maybe he's covering, because if you go to the Facebook feed, type in KHTS, they have a live watch party, which kind of gives you an idea what's going on. And, just looking at it during our break, it looks like they've closed off traffic coming from the freeway. I would guess that would be going eastbound on
McBean and
Valencia. On Valencia.
Okay.
So there's no one letting through there. So they must have closed it up by Rockwell, over by the college.
Yeah.
And that's good because they were concerned about some activity that was going on at the Shell station.
The Shell station, right.
Yeah, something, a suspicious package there. So they've got everyone away from there. And it appears as if everybody is up McBean, up towards Newhall Ranch, just short of that on I think it's called Bridgeport.
Yeah, there's some
right there.
Yeah.
And they're walking out towards City Hall.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
which
right
probably is appropriate going down there. So really there's no traffic on Valencia Boulevard going eastbound.
Eastbound, right.
And it looks like the police have that cut, for safety. Looks like there's very few cars that are going the opposite direction, which is westbound. They are letting a few people through, but they'll probably close that off soon.
Yeah, that'd be my. It sounds to me like that like we talked about that McBean from Newhall Ranch Road down to Valencia, and now probably Valencia up to Magic Mountain Parkway. That whole little L area, kind of right around the mall, kind of outskirts. That sounds like where the protesters are going to.
Yeah, and the police are allowing people to. Sheriffs trickle through there, but really you want to stay away from this area. But if you happen to be in the area, try to make a U-turn and go back down McBean and maybe go around through Rockwell Canyon, or go, if you're trying to get to past the mall, like let's say where Target is maybe go around to Railroad.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything here in downtown Newhall, no?
Nothing in downtown Newhall, no. And if you do want to get a live look in at those places, if you do have to travel in the Valencia area, what you were looking at, Fred, was just our Facebook live feeds. We've got 2 reporters in the streets, one at Bridgeport, one at Valencia, right at that intersection. So if you do have to travel in that area, if you want to get a good live look in, take a look at our Facebook page, KHTS Radio. You can get a lot of info there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's good information.
And let's talk, Dave, really quickly. Just let's stay on this topic. Getting around Santa Clarita. How do you get around that area if you happen to be, if you don't know Santa Clarita well? You've been here many years.
Right. Yeah. Again, we'll talk about the big box that kind of goes around downtown, or the center.
It is downtown.
Yeah, it is downtown.
Well, wait a second, because they consider Newhall now downtown.
Yeah, and then and then we're downtown, but then downtown's over there, and then that's the middle of the valley. So let me explain it to you. If you can take the 5 freeway or the old road, that'll kind of be one of your north and south kind of areas. You can then get off on Rye Canyon, and Rye Canyon or get off on Magic Mountain Parkway, take the old road to Rye Canyon. You can take Rye Canyon east up to Newhall Ranch Road. Newhall Ranch Road, you can go, that's another north and south. That will get you back down to either Railroad or Lyons, and then Lyons can get you back down. If you take Lyons back east or west, that'll take you back down to the freeway. So you got old road, Rye Canyon, Newhall Ranch Road, and Lyons. That's kind of a big box that can get you still around the valley without going back through where a lot of this protesters are happening. And let's face it, these protesters, my guess is they're going to be around for a while, and they're probably going to start spreading out even a little bit. So, unless you have to be in that area, I would steer clear and just watch from the Facebook feeds on KHTS Hometown Station.
Yeah, just go to Facebook, and seems like anybody post 30 has that, but under 30 maybe not.
They might not have it. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I understand, right?
That's what my kids tell me.
Is to stay with me, and we're also in the pandemic.
Right. Yeah, that's going on.
So if you
still.
make it out, there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
And, someone suspecting it might be your neighbor coughs on you, why? And then you go visit family or parents. Why put yourself in that situation? So make sure you do wear a mask if you decide to exercise your right to go out there and do that.
Absolutely. It's very, very important that people still wear your mask and understand that this pandemic is still alive and well. I mean, the infections are still going up a little bit in our country, so you got to keep that in mind. Even with all this other things going on, you got to take care of yourself as well.
Yeah,
You know?
without a doubt. This second thing I want to mention is report. If you see something that's not right,
Yeah,
report it.
it's very
You know,
important.
because there could be a couple characters amongst you that unfortunately dilute the message that many are trying to get out.
Absolutely.
And that's unfortunate because so be vigilant. There's police everywhere. There's National Guard. They're there to help.
Yeah.
They're not there to have
No,
a police state.
yeah.
Our city asked them to come in to help
Absolutely, they do.
so that we don't have looting and we don't have, you know, those outliers that they call.
Yeah, and they're here to protect and help. I mean, that's really what they are, and that's the kind of relationship that we have with our law enforcement out here anyway. And so, like you said, you know, you've heard it 100 times, but we'll say it again. If you see something, say something. You know,
Yeah.
it's very, very important right now.
No doubt, no doubt. So a quick update before we jump to the top of the hour, where we have news at the top of the hour. Again, peaceful protests in Santa Clarita, mostly along McBean Parkway, between Newhall Ranch, a little bit south of Newhall Ranch, all the way down to, if you will, where Facey is, the mall, that area where Newhall Ranch and Valencia Boulevard meet. They've stopped all eastbound traffic on, looks like from Rockwall Canyon to McBean.
Yeah.
Yep, right there where the Shell station is and those
Yeah.
apartments are and what the woodlands are.
Right,
there. And letting very few cars get through. So continue to go to KHTS Facebook feed. They have the feed right there, and you can see they have two reporters on the streets on Shane. Also 1220.
Yes, sir. Right here. Keep your dial tuned. We're going to have a constantly updated article, hometownstation.com, and our Facebook page.
Yep, and also download the app.
Yes.
Download the app, KHTS, and you can listen and watch right there. So thanks for jumping on this hour of the Santa Clarita Valley Business Hour with Dave Cantrell, myself, Fred Arnold. And until we talk again, make it a great day.